Hi, I'm Angie, and you're watching Dante's Vaccination.
You know, I always say on this channel, pay-per-view fights should actually be free. And now the day has come where I'm about to hook you up with an app where you can watch all your pay-per-view events, boxing, UFC, etc. for free. I want to introduce Block TV, the best internet streaming television app out there. They provide over 3,600 channels, including HBO, Cinemax, Showtime, and Starz. They have a massive video on demand library with over 40,000 of the new release movies and the latest TV series. And it also includes DVR. So you're getting all of this for $34.99 a month. And once again, that includes free pay-per-view. So this one right here is a no-brainer, guys, because back in Las Vegas, I was paying damn near $200 a month for my cable. Those days are long gone now. So to get the app, make sure you guys go over to getblocktv.com and put in my promo code and get 30% off your first month. You also get a free month for every friend you refer. The promo code is DBNation. And also, since some of you guys have been asking, this does include the zone fights. So you can watch the zone fights on Sky Sports on this app. Dante's Vaccination, what's going on, guys? You know, ever since Terence Crawford emerged as pound for pound the best fighter in the world, and even before that, we always hear the fans ask the question, why is Terence Crawford with Top Rank? Why did he stay with them? Why did he re-sign with Top Rank? Why didn't he go with PBC where all the big names are at? And Terence Crawford, he finally explains in detail why he chose to go with Top Rank and stay with Top Rank. He did it in this interview with Brian Custer. Now I'm going to play a clip of him explaining it because, like I said, he explains it in detail. But if you guys want to watch the full interview, I'll put the link in the description box. So go ahead and check out this clip and I'll give you my closing thoughts.
I'm just, for out of curiosity's sake, it seems as if the PBC has the big name welterweights on their side. So why did you choose Bob Arum and Top Rank as opposed to, it seems like all the big welterweights ends up signing with the PBC and Al Heyman?
Because I still wanted that Pacquiao fight, and I felt like, you know, the Pacquiao fight and then all the other names come looking for me. At the same time, I don't feel like being from PBC or being from Top Rank should have interfered with any fights getting made on the strength that I already fought PBC fighters before. You know, when I fought Felix Diaz and John Molina, they was signed with PBC and Al Heyman, you know, and nothing really never stood in the way. I just felt like once it came to a point where it was some of the big fighters, they didn't want to put them in the ring with me because they didn't want to have that Top Rank have the edge over their head where one of their fighters took out one of their top welterweight fighters. So in a sense, they just fight each other. Let's just take each other out and see what he do in the meantime, and we'll go from there.
All right, so there it is. So Terence Crawford, he made some really good points because I didn't even know that he had fought two fighters that were PBC fighters. I didn't know Felix Diaz was a PBC fighter. So I think he made his point. I mean, we all know that Deontay Wilder is a PBC fighter and Tyson Fury is a top-ranked fighter. That fight came to fruition. A lot of these fights have come to fruition. When Floyd Mayweather fought Manny Pacquiao, that was Al Heyman versus Top Rank. Some other points that TC made later on in this interview is the fact that Al Heyman is not a promoter, he's only an advisor. He can advise you, who you want to fight, but it's up to the fighter to tell Al Heyman who he actually wants to fight. And then he said, perfect example, now everybody from PBC is saying they want to fight me now. Keith Thurman, Sean Porter. Terence Crawford said people kept saying before, you're on the wrong side of the street. He said there's only one street, we all on the same street. It's up to the fighter if they want to make the fights. Eddie Hearn had said the same thing a while back too. He said, we can't force these guys to take fights or avoid opponents. They're the ones that tell us who they want to fight. Sure, we can give them suggestions, But at the end of the day, it's up to the fighter to choose who he wants to fight. That's what Eddie Hearn had said. And Bob Arum had pretty much said the same thing. That's why even when it comes to Canelo Alvarez, when you hear some fans try to say, oh, well, the reason why he's not fighting a Jamal Charlo or Demetrius Andrade because Oscar De La Hoya won't let him. And we know that's not true because Oscar De La Hoya has already admitted there's been opponents that he didn't want Canelo to fight in the past, like Edeslani Lara. And then on the flip side, there's also fighters that Oscar De La Hoya wants Canelo to fight, which is Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andrade, and Canelo doesn't want to fight them. Oscar De La Hoya has already said on record, in order for Canelo to be considered a great fighter, he's going to have to beat the likes of Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andrade. So for the most part, everyone is pretty much corroborating Terence Crawford's point. I mean, Terence Crawford, he also revealed that he got on the phone with Errol Spence, and Errol Spence told him the demands that he had for the fight, which Terence said, well, if you asking for all of that, then we may never fight. But then later on, he said that he does believe the fight is going to happen. But my point is, once again, Errol Spence didn't tell Terence Crawford, well, you know, we're going to have to talk to Al Heyman. We're going to have to talk to Al Heyman because I'm not really sure what Al wants to do right now. Errol didn't say that. Errol told Terence Crawford what Errol specifically wanted, what he personally wanted to make the fight come to fruition. And Errol has already made it clear that he definitely believes the fight is going down with him and Terence Crawford next year. So the fight is going to happen, assuming both Terence Crawford and Errol Spence continue to win. But it was pretty good to hear Terence Crawford explain from his mouth why he decided to not only sign with Top Rank, but to stay with Top Rank. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
Are you ready to take your striking game to the next level? Then you've got to get the Focus Ball. Dramatically improved footwork, timing, reflex, hand-eye coordination, head movement, and striking IQ. Lightweight and extremely portable, so you can train every time, everywhere with the Focus Ball.